Let's start the party.
Nossa, assim você me mata. Ai, se eu te pego, ai, ai, se eu te pego, vai.
Let's start the party.
I got the summertime love with my summertime lover. Baby, give me a chance to treat you like no other. Walking on the beach hand in hand. The sun is going down, playing sand. So will you be my girl, my summertime sugar? And my summertime sweet, you make my heart flutter. I feel so complete. Yes, I've already scoped the scenery. Nobody like you. I think my world is spinning. We'll be gonna revolve around you. I want the wintertime warmth under wintertime covers. Light the fire, sip coke like wintertime lovers. Walking through the snow hand in hand. Kiss on your red nose, we're so glad. So happy you're my girl, my summertime sugar, and my summertime sweet. You make my heart flutter. I feel so complete. Yes, I've already scoped the scenery. Nobody like you. I think my world is spinning. We'll be gonna revolve around you. I've been around the world and nothing's touched me quite like you. I never wanted anything quite like I want you so bad. I want you dead. You are my main squeeze. You are my main desire. You set my heart on fire, my summertime sugar, and my summertime sweet. You make my heart flutter. I feel so complete. Yes, I've already scoped the scenery. Nobody like you. I think my world is spinning. We'll be gonna revolve around you. My summertime sugar and my summertime sweet. You make my heart flutter. I feel so complete. Yes, I've already scoped the scenery. Nobody like you. I think my world is spinning. We'll be gonna revolve around you.
That was Summertime Sugar by Becky Rasman, and we are going to have fun today on this show. It is a new artist spotlight. and we're doing all artists who are not yet fully mainstream, but should be. Every single one, I've listened to their music, and their music is really good. They definitely belong on mainstream radio stations and all over the world, because I'm telling you now, all good. Here's a little bio about Becky before we play a couple more of her songs. Becky Rasman is a pop singer, songwriter, and actress out of South Carolina. She is the cousin of Olympic gymnast and gold medalist Allie Rasman. Her happy style of pop will bring a smile to everyone's face. Here's a couple more songs to kick off the show. When we come back, we'll have another band, but right now, here's Becky Rasman with I Can Be Your Crush right here on the Robbie.G Show podcast, New Artist Spotlight. Keep it locked in.
I can be your crush. Text me and I'll be there in a rush. Don't keep it in a hush. Thinking about you, I need your touch. When you flirt with me, my cheeks blush. When I see you, my eyes light up. I can't keep up the pace. 'Cause you're the one without a trace. I have a fascination with your presentation. I feel the temptation. You're my permanent vacation. I have a fascination with your presentation. I feel the temptation. You're my permanent vacation. Every minute of the day, please trust me with every word I say. We shouldn't have to wait. Everything we need in the right place. I can't keep up the pace. 'Cause you're the one without a trace. I have a fascination with your presentation. I feel the temptation. You're my permanent vacation. I have a fascination with your presentation. my heart. I'll keep you up at night. I'll keep you in the light. You've given me heart and purpose. We've only skimmed the surface. I'm intoxicated, baby. You're the song that plays in my heart. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Woo! On a Saturday night, party till the sun comes up. Sip on Hennessy and TJ spinning the cut. Hands in the air, scream and shout. Let's get crazy, let's get loud. I'm intoxicated, baby. You're the song that plays in my heart. On a Saturday night, party till the sun comes up. Sip on Hennessy and TJ spinning the cut. Hands in the air, scream and shout. Let's get crazy, let's get loud. I'm intoxicated, baby. You're the song that plays in my heart.
That was Becky Rasman with A Song That Plays in My Heart. She reminds me of like Sheryl Crow, like that happy pop music from the old days, kind of like like I Want to Soak Up the Sun type music, and that was always my favorite back in the day of pop music. So she's really good. Make sure you check her out on you could check her out on Spotify. I saw her on iHeartRadio, I think Pandora. I mean, pretty much you can look her up anywhere. Just search Becky Rasman. I will have every artist's name in the link to the show, so you can go check out their other music that they have posted. She's really good. And now, coming up next, I have Morning Moon from Louisiana. This group blends many different styles to make their unique style of rock. They have played with metal, punk, indie, and rock bands, and are pretty cozy on a bill with just about anyone of any rock style. Morning Moon have played in much of the South and as far out as California at the Whiskey W Enough Z Enough and Arizona for a motorcycle rally. Morning Moon consists of Cam Creasy on vocals and rhythm guitar, Dan Lindsay backing vocals and lead, Thomas Schmidt with backing vocals and keys and bass, and David Wingard with drums. And here's their first. We're going to play two songs by them. This one is called Sex on Saturn, right here on the Robbie.G Show podcast. I'll be back after these couple songs. Keep it locked in.
lost at sea.
Morning Moon, that is Lost at Sea, one of my new favorite groups, and eventually they will be a lot of people's favorite group. They are amazing. They have like a Red Hot Chili Peppers feel, and with like the guitars of like Jimi Hendrix, and I'm telling you, they are the true package right there. I love them. The drums, the keyboard, all that. It's great. I love it. That was Lost at Sea, and before that, of course, we had another great song by them. We'll hear another song from them coming up at the end in my bonus songs that I do at the end of the show. I got another bonus song of theirs coming up. But next up, we've got Haywood. He's a new country music artist, and the reason I say new is because, honestly, I couldn't find much from him. I searched him everywhere, and besides this one song that somebody told me is really good, and it is, that's all I could find. Now, I did see Morning Moon on iHeartRadio, which I have on my phone, so check them out there. But I also saw Haywood on there with this song that I'm going to be playing next. And then there was a few more songs that might be his, but I'm not sure. So, I didn't want to play anything that wasn't. Plus, when I YouTubed them to get my music for it, I could not find any other songs by him on there. So this is a really good song, though. It's a country song. This is called Why Don't You Stay. This is by Haywood right here on the Robbie.G Show podcast. Keep it locked in.
Not gonna beg you to stay. Nah, not this time anyway. Oh, tell me what's the problem now. Maybe I can turn this whole thing around. I'll tell you what I'm not gonna say is, hey baby, why don't you stay? So tell me where we went wrong. I think I knew it, girl, all along. Now don't you say that you don't love me, 'cause that's not the tune you used to sing. So I'll tell you what I'm not gonna say is, hey baby, why don't you stay? Oh, play it, boys. Someday you'll come crawling back, say you didn't mean it all like that. You'll give me those come get me eyes, and I'll fall again for all your lies. And I'll be damned, you got me to say, hey baby, why don't you stay?
That was Haywood with Why Don't You Stay right here on the Robbie.G Show podcast. A nice song with some country feel to it. He definitely is a country boy. Make sure you check him out. I did find him on iHeartRadio if you have it. He may also be on Spotify, so you might be able to check him out there. Otherwise, you could YouTube Haywood. Like I said, in the description of the show will be all the names of all the bands and singers that I did on the show today. So make sure you go check them out. Follow them. I'm following everybody on iHeartRadio right now that's on the show. So make sure you guys do the same. Go follow them wherever you do podcasts or music if they have one. So right now, the next group is based and located in the Chicagoland area. Pretty Crooked is a new band with 4 members that all met in 2021. Pretty Crooked's debut album, Crooked Mind, released 5/7 of 23. Envelopes heavy and crunchy yet beautiful and sweet guitar and bass tones that pair together perfectly with loud and intricate drums that fill the room with a harrowing passion that leaves you wanting to hear more. Fully immerse your ears in this river of brand new but somewhat familiar sound inspired by 90s grunge and hard rock. For anyone wanting to delve back into that nostalgic sound from the early 90s, the album is for you. Guidance for listening, speakers all the way up. And that's right, turn your speakers up. Here is Waste of Space, and I have a few more songs by Pretty Crooked coming up right now on the Robbie.G Show podcast. Check this out.
Taken me this long to see your face, and I'll bet that you never expected me to give you space. And nothing seems to be going on anymore, and you're just too poor. Yeah. Been blinded as well by my jealousy, and nothing seems to be going on its own, and you're all alone with the waste of space in your face. Say the words, I'm a race, pick and choose who I wanna use. Chew 'em off, then I spit 'em out through. Spit 'em out through. Spit 'em out. dreams, the silence when I often hear myself scream. And I smell a little bit of blue here and now, but I can hear black when I feel the scent on my back of distortion. Let me take a portion of sight, put it in my pocket, then I say goodnight. But there's no sleeping when I dream. Everything's exactly what I know it can't be. The only real thing left to eat is my pride. Build it up and bring it inside my mind. The permanent darkness really shines in my mind. The permanent darkness really shines. Sometimes I forget that my eyes are still open. Sometimes my mind makes no sense. No concept of time, because time is a myth. And I feel that latent suspense. In the end, I can feel my skin and feel all the things which are hiding and dying within. I look at the loss in the wind when I fight with myself and tell me that I feel the sting, but I can't feel a thing. There's no meaning when I breathe. The concept of reality can't understand me, and nothing really matters if it's matter at all. And everything is floating as I begin to fall inside. The permanent darkness really shines in my mind. The permanent darkness really shines. Sometimes I forget that my eyes are still open. Sometimes my mind makes no sense. No concept of time, because time is a myth. And I feel that latent suspense in the end. I forget that my eyes are still open. Sometimes my mind makes no sense. No concept of time, because time is a myth. And I feel that latent suspense. In the end, not to the other side, shine. And not to the other side, shine. And not to the other side, shine. And not to the other side, shine.
That was Pretty Crooked with Shine. Before that was their song Lost in Time, and we kicked it off with Waste of Space right here on the Robbie.G Show podcast. Amazing band. You could definitely hear 90s grunge in there, and it just, I'm telling you, I get chills when I hear their music. And I just found them through somebody that said, hey, play them on your show, because they're amazing, and they are. Very good band. Big shout out to them. Make sure you check out their new album, their first album, debut album, and you can find it on iHeartRadio, and I'm sure all the other places that you find your music. So make sure you go check out Pretty Crooked. Awesome band. Last but not least, definitely not least, my friend Keith Semple. Amazing guy. Amazing guy. Amazing singer. Amazing human. Make sure you check out this band. They are awesome. He also does his own band that he tours around the Chicagoland area, different festivals and different places. But this is a band that he started also. The Siberium, comprised of some of Chicago's most accomplished musicians. The Siberium have come together to create their own unique brand of hard, heavy, progressive rock. The Aaron Clift Experiment has described their music as the heavy atmospheric prog of bands like Porcupine, Tree and Tool with a good melodic and pop sensibility. Their self-titled debut album and stunning live shows have put them rapidly building a rabid following. The Siberium began in 2016 when Keith Semple was looking to form a progressive rock band. At a Dream Theater show at the Chicago Theater, he struck up a conversation with keyboardist Frank Lucas. Semple had crossed paths with Lucas, drummer Tommy Murray, on numerous occasions. The trio had already begun writing what would become the band's first album when Murray invited Full Moon Fire bandmate Brian Kovacs to lead and lend his beefy bass skills. With the band fully formed, writing and recording was completed. The Siberium self-titled debut was released in February of 2018. That year was filled with producing videos, performing live shows, including a set at Progtoberfest 4, and receiving a host of accolades. They got a bunch of different accolades for that year. Following the success of 2018, the Siberium focused less on their live shows and headed back to the studio in 2019. They finished recording The Butterfly Effect, an epic 21-minute track that was released as an EP on May 3rd, 2019. Next up, they edited footage from their full production live performance at the Copley Theater for DVD release in September-October of 2019. With COVID botching plans for a 2020 release, the second full studio album, Connected, was released in August of 2021 and has received worldwide acclaim from endless progressive rock outlets around the globe, as can be read on the news pages on their bio. With 9 tracks clocking in at over 72 minutes of music, there is something for everyone who enjoys the prog rock genre. Available to listen to now on all streaming services. Make sure you check out the Siberium. Brian Kovacs is the bass guitar and vocals, Frank Lucas on keyboards, Tommy Murray on drums, and Keith Semple is vocals and guitar. Right now, we've got 3 songs from the Siberium right here. We're kicking off with The Moral Landscape right here on the Robbie.G Show podcast. Keep it locked in. That was the Siberium with Cool Kids right here on the Robbie.G Show podcast. Amazing. I think of Led Zeppelin and Pink Floyd when I hear the Siberium. Before that, we had Insanity, and we kicked it off with The Moral Landscape from the Siberium. Amazing group. Make sure you check out Keith Semple. He's not only with the Siberium, he also has a band that tours Chicagoland area at festivals, private events, and everywhere called Semple Band. You probably heard of him from The Voice and also from the group Seventh Heaven, and he's a brand new podcaster. Go check him out on iHeartRadio. It's called The Semple Truth. Make sure you check that out because it's going to be an amazing podcast of an Irishman who talks about everything American. It's his point of view from being an Irishman. So make sure you check that out. It's called The Semple Truth. I believe it's going to start around October, but he's already got his stuff going for it. So make sure you follow him there. But also, obviously, follow the Siberium because they are awesome. Big shout out to all the bands and singers from today. We had Becky Rasman to start it out. Morning Moon from Louisiana. Haywood, who's a country music singer, Pretty Crooked from the Chicagoland area, and of course we just heard the Siberium. So make sure you go check all those bands out and singers. If you find them on iHeartRadio, Spotify, or wherever you listen to music, make sure you give them a follow. Follow them on Facebook, TikTok, wherever you find them, Twitter, wherever they are, make sure you give them all a follow and go check out their music because I'm telling you now, new artists are what makes the world go round because eventually the older artists retire and the new ones have to take over. So make sure you give all, and not just them, but make sure you check out local bands in your area. I am going to do another one of these shows sometime in, I believe it's September. I'm going to do another one. So if you're a band and you're listening to this now, or you're just somebody listening and you know a band, make sure you send it my way because definitely I love spotlighting brand new artists because, like I said, music is life and they are what makes the world go round and round and round. We check out music every week, right? Yep. We go every Thursday and check out cover bands and new bands and stuff in Romeoville, Illinois, Bolingbrook area. We go to all the fests and check out all the bands that are performing.
Yep, especially the ones at the park.
Yep, we go to the ones at the park and stuff, so we have a lot of fun. Make sure you check out all the locals. That's what you want to do in your area. Till then, next week, we are going to have the group Lamb of God. Really good rock group from the 90s. So we're going to have that next week, so make sure you check it out, and have a good weekend.
90s was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago. I was a kid in the 90s.
I wasn't even born in the 90s.
You weren't even near born in the 90s. I didn't even know I was going to have you in the 90s.
You didn't even know you were
I didn't even know. I had no clue. But I do now, and I love you. So we're going to take off. We're going to enjoy this weekend. Make sure everybody stay safe, stay healthy, and
don't die.
And I'll see you next week. Check out all the local bands that you just heard today. Oh, yeah, and here's a few extra songs. Here's one from the Siberium, and then we have a couple of bonus songs from a few of the other bands that we heard. So check them out right here on the Robbie.G Show podcast. Make sure you give me a follow and a like all over social media, and give me a like right here on either iHeartRadio or wherever you're listening, Spreaker. Make sure you give me a follow there, too, and check out all my old shows because I got a bunch of good ones. Last week's version was Prince. Make sure you check that out. I'll see everybody later. Peace.
Peace out.
can feel the heat, I can feel the fire, I can feel the end. I can feel the heat, I can feel